Japan is actually betting big on energy source as hydrogen, and which has been dismissed as too costly or impractical. But but they have been kind of really doing very hard on Japan doing hydrogen adoption. And do you think that the adoption of the hydrogen hangs on the success of Japan because they are always ahead of curve in technology? So do you feel that Japan is going to show the way again to the world?
Well, I think they are going the right way, and as is Korea. But it's also worth pointing out that every car company in the world, apart from VW, has a hydrogen vehicle program, and even VW used to. And I think the reason why we have so many battery cars and the emphasis on battery cars is because most companies haven't got their fuel cell technology ready. They haven't been making the investment in the last 20 or 30 years that they know they should have been making. And the auto industry is by and large not very profitable. It's very marginally profitable. And they've been much more concerned about their quarterly returns, haven't been able to invest long term. Toyota and Hyundai are exceptions. They've really plowed a lot of money in. Battery cars, after all, we've had for as long as petrol cars. They've been around for over 100 years. And so it's not difficult to make a battery car. But with all the current legislation, companies have to sell these battery cars to comply with the legislation. And they can't sell them if they say, well, this is just a stopgap solution, and in 5 years' time, we're going to sell you something else. So there's a mantra that this is the answer. But I think ultimately, it doesn't depend on Japan and Korea, because ultimately the economics, as I was saying about the commodity materials in batteries, and the physics ultimately will win. So I think it's an inevitability that in the long run, hydrogen cars will have a very major role to play. I'm not saying dominant, but a very major role. It will happen.